What's up, Mixed Nutters? It's your boy Marcus, back in black, and today we are going to be covering abandoned sailors at sea, and of course we talking about the Muskegon treasure hunt that this dude went on and found the weirdest prize ever in his backyard. Coming up next. Now, before we get started, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so that you are notified every time we drop a video. That is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, of course. And go ahead and join the Mixed Nuts family on Instagram. That is Mixed Nuts 3000. Again, that is Mixed Nuts 3000. Run it. What's up, Mixed Nutters? It's your boy Marcus, back in the building, and today we Alright, now this first story just blew me clearly out of the water. It is about abandoned sailors that was stuck at sea for 2 years, bro, because of the pandemic and a bunch of other things. Let's dig into it. Now just take a look at this photo right here. Just look at it. Look at it, bro. Look at this. I mean, they got that, you know, you got it right on the side of a ship, help us. They clearly being neglected. But let's just dig into it. This young man, he was excited about his first trip aboard his, aboard a ship, and was planning on making money. So at the time he was feeling good, his dream came true. He joined the merchant navy because he'd love to explore other places and other countries, he says. So the 25-year-old Indian sailor was drawn to the job by the promise of high wages and a ticket to see the world, but his first glimpse of prosperity soon turned into his last moments of freedom. Soon after he joined the Ula, the ship, in February 2019, departing from Qatar, there were shortages of provisions, fuel, oil, and water. In September that year, the ship had an electricity blackout for 19 days. So when it finally docked in Kuwait in February 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic was spreading and the country went in a lockdown. So while they were at port, the ship was based in Qatar, and Qatar Trading and Contracting said it had no funds to support the ship, and then the owner stopped paying the crew and cut contact. So the ship's 19-person crew were told they had to wait until the ship's cargo of the clinker and a stony residue was discharged from the ship before they could leave. So weeks stretched into months, and some of the crew, like Akash, had spent more than 2 years on the ship. So this dude had to miss like family events and everything, man. And just think about that for a second. Okay, you work for a company, right? And they send you to some other country around the world, and pandemic hit out of nowhere. You don't see that coming. Next thing you know, they like, hey, we're losing a lot of money on this shipping and this lockdown, so you on your own. And then they just stop paying you, and you stuck on the ship, and you can't really get back, and they won't let you on land, and your supplies is running low, and you just out there for 2 years, bro. Now we all know companies don't care about you. That's rule number one. But this pandemic has really shown just how much these companies don't care about you, bro. Never forget that. It is a transaction. Like, you go to work and then they give you money. But y'all ain't in love. You see what I'm saying? These companies will drop you like a bad habit, okay? Boop, drop you on your face. They do not care, all right? They will keep people who literally do nothing for the company, and you can tell BS jobs because they always have like some fantastical name like Admiral of the World in Customer Service. This person does nothing. They come late, they leave early, they do nothing. They'll probably fire or lay off about 5 to 10 people who actually work for this do nothing person. because it's the good old boys club most of the time. And also, these companies do not give a damn. They left that man on a boat for 2 years, wasn't paying him. I mean, who the hell does this? How can that even be legal? Come on, man. I mean, really? You gonna leave me on a boat, bro, for 2 years stranded out there? Boy, when I get back, you better make sure you didn't move, because if you leave me on a boat stranded and we see each other again, oh, man. I'm gonna be giving you the business like I'm the CEO. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna beat the brakes off your ass. You're gonna be walking around in circles like, I can't stop, the brakes been beat off. I am gonna beat the hell out of somebody if I ever get stranded like this by some company. And that's why I don't trust companies. Do your own thing. Be a mercenary. Go to the highest bidder. All right? People like, oh, no, you wanna be agreeable, this and that. No. Be a monster and then learn how to control it, because that is how you get ahead. You don't get ahead by trusting some company that don't care about you. Companies don't have feelings, and neither should you. You there because of the money. All right. Now, some people, they're like, oh, it's different if your job is like your passion, or if you loved it, or you wanted to be it when you was a kid. But most people, they work in their job to pay bills. So that's not a career. That's a job. All right. So you can get another one of them. So always bounce when you can. It's just weird as hell, man. This story is about a Muskegon County man who was working on his back porch and found a crazy little surprise. Let's get into it. David Olson, 33, was demolishing the back steps of his house on the morning of July 1st when he saw a black sphere buried in the sand behind some cinder blocks. When he took a closer look, he realized was that a bowling ball? So while Olson's initial count on Facebook was 50 bowling balls, he uncovered more by 2 p.m. and eventually came up to bring the count up to about 160 bowling balls buried under his porch. So, what I think this whole thing is, and I mean, look at these photos, man. I mean, what I think this whole thing is like somebody probably owned a bowling alley and they probably got a whole new set of balls and they paid this dude to get rid of the balls correctly. And he was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and find out how much it costs to get rid of these balls, keep that money, and I gotta redo my porch anyway. I'm just gonna mix that up into the concrete and create that ultimate hustle. Because to dispose of that much kind of trash or like those specific kind of things, it normally costs some money. You can't just, put them in the trash most of the time. So he was like, nah, I'm just gonna bury this in the backyard, and whatever the disposal cost would have been, pocket that. That is a little Detroit hustle for you. But it's not like the bowling balls were destroying the earth, but it's weird move to bury them in the backyard like it's like a murder victim or like some kind of unsolved mystery. And then to find it just mixed all up in the concrete and 150 bowling balls, bro. That is so weird. I mean, how long did it take you to bring all those to your house and cover them up like that? And the weird thing is that if the porch would have held together, how long would it have been before anybody would have ever found bowling balls? And bowling balls don't exactly break down over time. I mean, it probably take a long ass time for them things to break down. So I don't get it, bro. I do not get it. People are weird and they get weirder every day, especially recently. All right, Mixed Nutters, that is it for me today. I'm about to make like a baby and head out. If you want to support the channel, go to buymeacoffee.com/mixnuts. We got new videos coming every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And until next time,